Earlier today, an account on X posted, "It's time to impeach activist judges," and then quoted Elon Musk saying, "We must impeach judges who are grossly undermining the will of the people and destroying America. It's the only way." And Elon Musk retweeted that and said it must be done. And one example of him trying to enact this is what's going on in Delaware with SB21. Now, if you were to listen to the governor of Delaware, you'd think that it's a good thing.
Hi, Delaware. Governor Matt Meyer here. Today, Delaware faces a critical moment. The future of our schools, our communities, and the everyday lives of our residents depends heavily on passing Senate Bill 21. I know there's so much misinformation out there coming from across the country and on social media, but here
is more misinformation. That's what he should have said next. Instead, he brought up misinformation on social media and then looked at the people of Delaware, or he looked into the potato he must have been recording that video on based on the quality, and had the audacity to say, misinformation bad, but here's a bunch of misinformation. He claims that SB21 is protecting the people of Delaware. But if you look at opinion pieces like this one in the Delaware Business Times, it paints a very different picture. It says in part, Delaware lawmakers recently rushed out proposed changes to the state's time-tested corporate law, claiming that the risk that companies will leave Delaware demands an urgent vote this month. We now know that the bill SB21 was written by Elon Musk's lawyers. Like literally, Tesla's law firm drafts Delaware bill that could salvage Musk's pay package. But first, a little background if you're not aware. Delaware corporate law has basically been the envy of the world forever. It's some of the best corporate law there is. It's the reason that Delaware boasts 2/3 of Fortune 500 companies being incorporated in Delaware. The vast majority of those companies don't operate in Delaware, so they don't pay income tax. Instead, they pay a franchise fee to use the state's corporate law. Last year, Delaware collected $1.3 billion in franchise fees. Now, there's this claim that if corporate law doesn't change, all of these companies are going to leave Delaware, that there's already a mass exodus, that they're not going to put up with this and pay this $250K. They painted a picture as if there's already this urgent problem. So the guy who wrote this opinion piece looked into it and wanted to see how many companies left Delaware and incorporated elsewhere last year. 8. The answer is 8. A whopping 8 companies unincorporated from Delaware last year, and while 8 left, last year, the number of Delaware registered companies grew by over 275,000. Business is better than ever. So why do they want to change this? More specifically, why does Elon Musk want to see a change? Because a female chief judge of the Delaware trial courts ruled against his $56 billion pay package. That's why. A judge he went on to call a radical far-left activist cosplaying as a judge. Does that language sound familiar at all? And then, while talking to Business Insider, Delaware's governor admitted that they want to, quote, get this right for Elon Musk, which doesn't sound like it's about benefiting the people of Delaware. And this would affect a lot more than just the people of Delaware. While this benefits billionaires like Elon Musk, it would have negative impact on millions of Americans' investments and retirement savings. The Senate's supposed to have a vote on this March 13th, today. The House is supposed to vote on it March 20th. This is being rushed through. So what can you do if you live in Delaware especially? Contact your legislators. Tell them you're not okay with this and you don't want SB21. If you live outside of Delaware, you can contact them too. They start fearing that on a national level, this is going to bring them bad press. They are going to step back from this. This is not good, and you need to make your voice be heard.